Hello, everybody. Brad again on YouTube, and I have another really nice fragrance to talk about today as a review. And this is Kenzo's Indigo pour Homme. And let me start by giving you the story behind this fragrance. You're probably familiar with a reviewer named Isaac, aka the Sick Man 1977. He has this contest that he's been doing where in the evenings he'll give 10 words, and then if you guess the 10 words which fragrance that is referring to, you get a point, and the first person at 10 points gets their choice of a bottle of fragrance. And he had 10 fragrances to choose from. I won the first round, and one of the bottles up for grabs was this Indigo edition of Kenzo. And I knew that the original version was fantastic, a very nice lemon and aquatic type fragrance. So I was really intrigued by the Indigo edition. I wasn't even sure if I was aware of a flanker to Leopard Kenzo, but I certainly thought it was worth checking out. The other ones that he had to offer didn't really seem quite as exciting as this one, so I thought I would try this one. So let's get started here. This was introduced in 2009. And there's not really a lot of reviews on this one. Over at Fragrantica, I've seen more reviews than at Base Notes. But over at Base Notes, there was only one reviewer, and it got a positive from that reviewer. So, yeah, it seems to be pretty well received so far on the internet as a fragrance. At Fragrantica, this is the note breakdown, and these notes do differ from the ones at Base Notes. But Fragrantica says top note lime, heart notes of coriander and ginger, and in the base, cedar and vetiver. Now, over at Base Notes, they do say lemon, and that's pretty much what I'm getting as well. More lemon than lime. There might be a touch of lime in there, but I think it's more lemony. Um, but anyway, this is the back of the box, and there's a little paragraph on here that kind of describes the fragrance. Let me read that for you. Halfway between blue and purple, there is a singular color, indigo. When night falls, it lingers for a moment on the surface of the water and gives it a vibrant hue made of dense and sensual scents. And you can see the picture on the box. It kind of has looks like a mountain, and in front of the mountain there's some water with different colors, shades there, blue, purple, black, or whatever. So I kind of get the feeling that Kenzo is trying to market this one more of like an evening type fragrance. But anyway, let me go ahead and give you my take on it. First off, when I sprayed this one on my skin, um, I was really impressed with the opening of this one. Instantly, it kind of reminded me of like a homemade glass of lemonade. It had that very like tangy but kind of sweet lemon vibe to it. You know, just like if you had like one of those glasses of lemonade that they sell at the amusement parks or the fair or whatever, where you got the big chunk of like lemon floating in the glass. Kind of get that. Maybe stir in maybe a teaspoon of ginger. And that's pretty much what I get in the opening of this fragrance. And then as it dries down, it stays pretty fresh. I would say it kind of, you know, the intensity of the lemon kind of dulls down. You're kind of left with like a creamy, woodsy musk smell with still some of that ginger. I still kind of get like that gingery lemon smell. So, yeah, I'm really glad that I gave this one a try. Um, I would say uh, that this one is equally as good as the original. I really love the original. If I had any complaints about the original, maybe it's that it's so bright and summery that it's maybe not really versatile. I think this one's a little bit more versatile. I think the spice really gives it more versatility. I think it would work better in the evenings, and maybe even some of the cooler days it would work a little better than the original. I'm not sure if I would break this one out in the cold winter months too much. It's probably pushing it a little bit, but yeah, I think as far as being bottle worthy, maybe even more bottle worthy than the original because of that really nice, smooth, spicy lemon smell. Um, when I think of my other spicy lemon fragrances in my collection, one of the ones I think about is Pierre Cardin's Pour Monsieur, which has more of an old man, kind of a powdery spiciness to it. You know, I think it uses like a cumin note, which I'm not really that fond of. It's wearable, but just barely for me. But this one is a much more modern, spicy type fragrance, and what it kind of reminds me of as well, if you've ever smelled the opening of Blood de Chanel, which I think has like a grapefruit, orange type citrus with the spice in it, just kind of think of, try to imagine what a Blood de Chanel would smell like if it was based on a pure lemon citrus instead of like the grapefruit or orange or whatever else is in there. And it would kind of remind you, I think, more of Le Kenzo. Yeah, so very fresh, easy to wear, pretty versatile. I'm gonna give this one about a 9 out of 10. I think. It certainly would say if you love lemon, and you've tried the original, and you like the original, I think you'd like this one too. A good companion to the original. On those bright summery days, you might want to go with the original. When you're looking for something a little bit, maybe just a little bit cloudier, a little bit darker, warmer. This one's a great one as well. Still has that bright lemon in it, but just the spiciness just kind of warms it up a little bit. Yeah, so fantastic stuff. I think I pretty much covered all the bases there. Yeah, I would say check this one out. Really nice, guys. If you like ginger and lemon, I don't think you can really go wrong with this one. So that's pretty much my take on this one. I would definitely recommend checking it out. People always say that the original was kind of like a sleeper fragrance. You're not going to come across too many people that are wearing the original Le Kenzo. And I think even more so, you're not going to really stumble across a lot of people on the street wearing the Indigo edition. So if the original is a sleeper, this is pretty much like a comatose fragrance. I think it's very under the radar, very much a sleeper fragrance, but definitely worth checking out. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.